how is everyone doing? And welcome to the Stat Room. Ladies and gentlemen, I am VonnTheStatman. You can follow me on Twitter at VonnTheStatman. And guys, check out my website, VonnTheStatman.com. Now, you might want to go on my website a few times a week because I might be giving out a few hidden gems that can help you to win your DFS contest each week and to also help you dominate your fantasy leagues. So y'all ready?
All right, so welcome back to the Stat Room, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see on the screen, this is the results from the NBA 5Studs from 1-23. Mitchell, 96. How many times have you had a player on a video that gave you 96? Green, 35. The center balled out. LeBron massively balled out. The 5Studs did 260 points, guys. So you're welcome. So let's break down this 12-game slate. All right, guys, so let's get right into this 12-game slate, guys. On these massive slates, you want to focus on these head-to-head contests, guys. You want to also focus on the 10-man contest that you create because it's very difficult to cash. Now, if you have a big bankroll, then I say play the way you want to play. So let's get right into it, guys. Today, I'm going to break down a small forward position. And also in these big slates, guys, find 3 games you like, as I always say, and pick your players out of those 3 games and roll with the punches. All right, so in your small forwards today, you got Antetokounmpo, who had a career-high 55 actual points in his last performance. So he put up 78 real points. It seems like it's harder for him to get 60 and up than it is for like Doncic and Harden and Embiid because he doesn't shoot as well. So I like him, but second night of a back-to-back, he might actually sit. James, a game-time decision. I believe he plays going up against Miami. I think he's going to want to step up. He's one of my favorite plays on the slate. He's been priced up a little bit more as well. Durant, my gut today says Durant has been seeing all of this scoring. As you know, in my last video, I had Mitchell in the middle. Mitchell put up 96 fantasy points. I think Durant is going to have something to say today. DeRozan had another big performance. In his last matchup, had 64 fantasy points. Butler in LA, he's going to want to show off and show out. And Butler is 9-1. I can see Butler putting up 60 fantasy points today. Edwards against Portland. I would say Edwards is the go-to guy there. He's the franchise of the franchise. So I would say Edwards can get you about 45 to 50 fantasy points. I do like Barnes to get you about 40. Banchero, I think he's hitting a rookie wall. I'm nervous to play Banchero, but if you guys want to roll with it, I mean, his ceiling is 42, so I wouldn't take that chance. Thompson's coming off of a 60-point game. The last game was very, very high scoring by the Stars. They all showed up. Today, I don't know if they would have the same numbers. Hero is someone that I like. I can see Hero putting up about 41 fantasy points. Levine against Brooklyn, I would say 35. Barrett is out. Anunoby against Milwaukee, I would say 32. Trent has been doing pretty well. I would say he gets you about 35. Wiggins is out. Keldon Johnson in New York. I would say Keldon Johnson, you can lock him down for 30 to 34. Bogdanovich is very interesting, guys, because he gives you a good number or he doesn't. So today I would say he probably gives you 32. Bane hasn't had the game yet. He hasn't had that game. They gave him a little bit of a break, so maybe tonight is the night. So I would say about 32. Because Bane's going to have a 40-something point performance. And soon as he do, because he's already at 6'6", if he has one 40-point performance, they can't wait to raise him back to 8,000. So tonight might be the night you should take a chance on him. LeVert at 6'5", he's just priced too high for my liking. Hield at Philly, love Hield. DiVincenzo, I do like DiVincenzo. He's due a 40-point game, and he's been excelling since he's been in the starting lineup. Harris has dropped way down, guys. Remember, if Embiid plays, do not run Harris. Hart on the road, I like Hart, probably 31. Bogdanovich at Sacramento, I like this game in general. Grimes. I like Grimes. He's a lock for, I would say, 26 to 31. Bridges against Cleveland. Should be able to get you 32. Haywood. I'm just not rostering Haywood. I don't think that he's the one you want to take a chance on. And Brooks he's helter-skelter, guys. I can't roster somebody who has a 9-point floor. That's just me. I won't roster him no more. So I like him in this matchup. I do like Williams. McDaniels at 5'7", can't roster him. Anderson went crazy in his last performance. Put up 43 fantasy points. I don't know if he can do that again. Dort. You know that Oklahoma City put up 150 points yesterday against Boston? So I don't know if they can do it again. But Dort, I'll pass on him. Hunter, I don't like Hunter either. Barnes had a pretty good game last night as well. So did Herter. This is the second night of a back-to-back, but they are home, so I do like both of these guys. McDaniels I like. Bay, I mean, you can take a chance on him. He's 5'5". Should get a decent amount of minutes. Walker's a game-time decision. Craig at Cleveland. Craig could get you 25. Coming off of a stinky game. I love Herb Jones. Mathurin, not really a fan of his. Murray, not really a fan of his. Neesmith, not a fan of his. Murphy, I do like Murphy today. Marshall, I don't like Marshall because Zion is back, so he won't get many minutes. Diallo didn't really get many minutes in the last game, 20 minutes. Still put up 32 fantasy points. Diallo is a guy that if you think Golden State can blow Detroit out, then run Diallo. Because at 4'9", he can't hurt you. Look at his last games. He had 32, 37, 18, 17. 18, 17, and 20 don't hurt you. Now, if he gets you 10, you're in trouble. But if he gets you 18 or better, it doesn't really hurt you if you can find someone. But you got to find the 60-point performers in this matchup. Eason, I don't like Houston on the road. I don't like any of these guys on the road. O'Neal's a game-time decision. Strus, not really sure how I feel about Strus. Kuminga is out, and so is Wade. Johnson, don't like him. I do like Warren. Reeves, Miami, not sure. Conchar, only if he starts. Martin, don't like him. Richardson. Popovich, you don't want to play a lot of the Spurs players because Popovich could let this man play 30 minutes or 10. So I'm not going to run any San Antonio Spurs. Williams did good for me, and his price went down. He was 48. He put up 22. I can see against Brooklyn, I can see him putting up the same 22. Williams, second night of a back-to-back, I do like him. If you look at his game against Boston, he put up 22. He'll get a decent amount of minutes. Allen had a nice game, but I don't really know if you want to roster him again. He had a nice game when he played Washington the first night, but then the second night, not really a big game. Harris came back off of his injury, he had 15 actual minutes. Harris is too helter-skelter for me. Gordon, don't like him. Like I told you, no, I don't want anybody from Houston. Osman, I love him at home. If you ever want to play Osman, play him at home. He typically does 22 or better at home. Ingles is still 4-4 and coming off 18 minutes. You can find a better option at 4-4. Martin, he burnt me too many times. Tonight will be the night he gets 30 because it'll probably be a blowout, but I'm not going to roster him. And you got Terrence Davis, just doesn't get the minutes. Lamb at 4-2 did fairly well. So Heisman, you got Brissett. I like this. I like O'Shea Brissett. He just doesn't get that many minutes, but I do like him. So, O'Carry is a good play. Like I said, no Spurs I like. And guys, if that's it, that's it. So you want to win your fantasy? Start these players. Made it this far, hit that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe to my channel. You want to win your fantasy? You better start point guard Fultz. You want to know why? Well, he's on 40-point watch. So if you want to win your fantasy, start Fultz. You want to win your fantasy? You better start shooting guard Irvin. You want to know why? Well, he's on 45-point watch and 30 actual points. So if you want to win your fantasy, start Irving. You want to win your fantasy? You better start small forward Trent. You want to know why? Well, he's on 35-point watch. So if you want to win your fantasy, start Trent. You want to win your fantasy? You better start power forward James. Yes, although he put up 70 in his last performance, I believe he can do it again against Charlotte. So if you want to win your fantasy, start power forward James. You want to win your fantasy? Start center Bryant. You want to know why? Well, he's on 35-point watch. So if you want to win your fantasy, start Bryant. My word for today is exercise. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you had the New Year's resolutions to work out. Actually stick with it for a month. Myself, I do a lot of calisthenics, so I'll do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats. I'll go out and walk 3 miles 3 times a week. Might interact with some jogging in it, with some sprints or something like that to mix with it. And I do my kicks in the morning, 10 to the front, 10 to the back with each leg and side to side. Because ladies and gentlemen, you must take care of your health, because if you don't, you won't be able to make money from a hospital bed. Love you guys.